It's March 10th, 2019. We're in Charleston, South Carolina, where the University of Delaware is witnessing one of its program's best performances in program history.
Horton answers freshman against freshman.
By a freshman.
Rolls it in. Horton having a huge game. 16 points now for the Blue Hens.
Another three. Ithiel Horton is feeling it for Delaware.
Leading his team in three-pointers and scoring. How did a high school role player land in such a prestigious role for a Division I basketball team in their conference tournament as a freshman? To answer that question and learn the full story about Ithiel Horton, we need to rewind. From Vauxhall, New Jersey, Ithiel Horton grew up with a love for the athletics and basketball at a young age.
Well, first time I picked up a ball was probably around, I want to say like six or seven. And my dad would take me to a gym near me, and we would kind of just work out, me and my brother.
As is common for many athletes, that older male figure bond over sports shows incredible value. Some of his relatives, such as his father and uncle, paved the way.
My uncle, well, my eldest uncle, he played at Georgia Tech. My dad played at C.W. Poston and transferred to Fairleigh Dickinson. My uncle played football at New Haven, and my other uncle played at Morgan State and Fairleigh Dickinson, so I come from a long line of athletes.
Seeing what his family had done in the past, this gave Ithiel the confidence to pursue his passion for the game of basketball at the high school level.
Me just looking up to them kind of just like inspired me to go into athletics.
And go he did. Horton would go on to become a top 11 player in the state of New Jersey, a top 2 in scoring, and third-team All-State selection. Horton heard his who.
I went to Union High School. My freshman year, I played freshman. Sophomore year, I stayed at Union High School, and I didn't play JV, which is a big leap for me. I played straight varsity. Then had a great year, and my dad, he knew a guy named Robert Cole, and his son was at St. Anthony's, so he was like, hey, you know what, hey, come down here, maximize the potential. You don't want to stay at Union all 4 years, you know. So I was like, all right, you know what, let's give it a shot. Went to St. Anthony's, played under legend Bob Hurley. Unfortunately, the school closed due to reasons I still don't know, funding, whatever. Then Roosevelt Catholic called me, one of the top, probably the top basketball program in the state of New Jersey. Couldn't turn that down, had to go there, play with Nas Reed, Khalil Whitney, Alonzo Frank, all those guys.
For Horton, this new level change was nothing but a good thing. All of these accomplishments fueled the fire that Ithiel already had burning.
Well, it kind of just motivates me to get better because before going into my junior year, I wasn't ranked at all. And then at the end of my junior year, I was ranked 64th in the state. Then I worked all summer, eventually got up to 31. And then by the end of my senior year, I finished at 11. So it just kind of inspires me just to keep working harder. There's more accomplishments out there in the future.
That motivated athlete is the person that the University of Delaware sought after.
They actually came to one of my tournaments down in Dallas, and they weren't there to see me. They're there to see another kid. And then the coaches were like, well, who is this kid right here? Immediately contacted me after the game. And I was like, all right, shoot, I'm gonna go to UD then.
It was a perfect match.
It's just different. The landscape, I like the athletics facilities here. The academics is top. I like where the program is headed, and that's what separated it.
The transition to college can be especially hard for student athletes.
At the beginning of the year, I wasn't doing so well. I was just doing horribly.
A fellow Jersey boy, Eric Carter, a senior leader for the Blue Hens, sought out Ithiel.
As soon as he came in, we kind of developed a relationship, and people say we even look alike, which I don't think, but they say that he's like my younger brother. So just being from Jersey, I think we had a connection, and he had a great summer found ways to score the ball really easily, and he could really shoot the ball. So I think that I just tried to take him under my wing and mentor him a little bit, and worked out. He had a great season.
Horton's role with the team was a little bit uncertain to begin. He was challenging for a starting role as a guard. Ryan Allen, a team veteran, went down with an early season foot injury that caused him to have surgery and miss 2 months of the season.
I mean, it was different, you know, without Rye coming back, especially being a veteran. It was a different lineup, but I think Ithiel's first game against Maryland, I think he had around 15 or so. So I think that was a great boost of confidence. And then I think in the middle of the year, we struggled finding a rhythm with having so many guys on the court that can score. But Ithiel was all eyes, all ears. He listened. If he came off the bench, he came off the bench. If he started, he started. And at the end of the year, as you guys saw, he was our go-to guy, and he was making unbelievable shots in the tournament for us.
When they called my name in the starting lineups, I was like, oh, shit, I'm in the starting lineups now. I got to go do what I got to do. Parents from the stand, they're like, don't worry about us. Just go play a game. I was like, all right.
Horton trying to get some separation. Right wing pulls up, finds the bottom of the net for another three. Horton with 2 threes early tonight.
Horton answers on the other end, so he has 20 now.
6 to shoot for Carter. Cross-court pass to Horton. He grips it, shoots it, and scores on his first touch of the night. 3 triples on the day for Ithiel Horton. He's got 11, another double-figure game for the rookie.
Horton, you can tell, is really in rhythm, feeling very confident.
Delaware's Ithiel Horton is the CAA Men's Basketball Co-Rookie of the Week. The freshman guard tallied 18 points in a victory over Louisiana Tech, had a team-high 17 points in a road win at Maryland Eastern Shore, and capped the week with a career-best 20 points in a double overtime win at Columbia.
Horton was heating up towards the end of the season as the Blue Hens prepared for the CEA Conference Tournament. They bust down to Charleston to an exciting arena waiting to win.
The arena was huge. The Coliseum was very huge. All the teams down, all the coaches, even like some of the teams that, you know, like we played like during this year, like we lost, we beat, they were all down there watching you. Just great vibe, great vibe.
In their first round matchup versus William & Mary, the Blue Hens found themselves trailing, but Ithiel was there to help.
Horton again hits the 3! Down by 6 and a chance for more here.
Welcome to a moment in Ithiel Horton's history.
Long three-pointer by Horton is good, and it's just a 3-point game. Allen and Delaware's taking the lead. And the Blue Hens, after trailing by 16, come all the way back to win it and advance into the semifinals.